Well, the moonlight shining on a gravel road, whispers in the dark are speaking low. Got my old boots on and I'm feeling brave, but there's all kinds of spooky shit I gotta say. Rusty gates creak like a ghostly sigh. Shadows dance beneath the midnight sky. You can feel it in your bones when the night grows cold. Stories of the haunted just never get old. There's all kinds of spooky shit out there, from shadows in the trees to the chill in the air. Old legends walk with the spirits of the night. In the back of my mind, yeah, I can feel the fright. Got my lantern lit, gonna chase them away. But there's all kinds of spooky shit, and it's here to stay. Crossroads at midnight where the lost souls meet. You can hear them laugh and feel the cold defeat. Whispers of the past, they echo in my mind. Every step I take, I'm leaving comfort behind. Creaking floorboards in this old cabin of mine. Stories of lost lovers and a glass of wine. I hear a howl, could it be the wolves? Or just my heart racing, trying to solve the clues? There's all kinds of spooky shit out there, from shadows in the trees to the chill in the air. Old legends walk with the spirits of the night. In the back of my mind, yeah, I can feel the fright. Got my lantern lit, gonna chase them away. But there's all kinds of spooky shit, and it's here to stay. The wind starts howling, the branches sway. Something's lurking just a stone's throw away. In the corner of my eye I see a flickering light. Could it be a ghost or just my own fright? A mist rolls in, covering the ground. I take a deep breath and I look around, but every rustle just brings me back to stories told at dusk and the things that I lack. So if you walk these woods, keep your senses keen. Listen to the whispers, know what they mean. There's magic in the darkness, secrets in the trees, and every haunted shadow carries memories. They say every ghost has a tale to tell of love lost and found, and living in hell, embrace the fright, 'cause it's part of the deal. Life's too short to run from what you feel. So raise a glass to the chills and the thrills, to the stories that haunt us and the time that it kills. The night is alive and I'll not look back, 'cause there's all kind of spooky shit and I'm on the right track.
And I'm muted. Cisco mute. There's lots and lots and lots of spooky things out there. Have you seen anything spooky in your journey through life? Have you bumped into a Bigfoot? Have you been scared by a dog man rustling in the bushes? Have you come across a ghost in the hallway? Have you had any experiences? Well, I guarantee our guests tonight have. And they go looking for it, folks. They're part of that group of crazy people that love to be scared, love to go in and search through history and documents and old letters and journals and books and creaky boards and what's in the attic and what's in that crazy barn way in the back part of the property. Let's go rustle around in there. Well, I'm one of those too. I'll tell you what, it's fun. And if you can throw in a metal detector and some other things and get to sit around and talk to some of the townspeople that can tell you those stories and add to the experience, well, that's what we're talking about tonight. Because we have friend of the show, Michael Chiana is here. We have lots of friends that are coming along. We have wonderful Eddie Howell out of North Carolina. We have the wonderful Billy Edwards, and we have James Britt tonight. So let's bring them all in here and let's see what they have seen out there digging around and all that history and those dusty old attics and those basements that I'm telling you, it's hard to resist when you are a paranormal investigator. So let's get them all in here. I don't know how they're all lined up, but we're going to pull them in. There's my old buddy. Get in here, Michael Chiana. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Eddie,
everybody.
get up in here, honey. How you doing? I bet you liked that song, didn't you, Sugar?
Yes, I did.
Did that make your tail wag just a little bit?
Sure. See my guitar back here?
Hello, Billy. Hello, James. Welcome. Oh, it's a home week. So much fun. So much fun.
Hello, James. Hello, Billy. Hello, Eddie.
Hello.
There is some spooky stuff out there. I'm telling you what, and we've seen a few things. We're all like that meme where you have Alice talking to Dorothy, and she says, "I've seen some shit." She said, "Me too." How y'all doing? Let's go around a circle. I don't know which way your circle goes, what you're looking at, but let's start with Mike. Let's go around and tell everybody the name of your group and what you're involved in, and get that foundation laid down there. Mike, you go ahead and christen this boat.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us all tonight. I figured let's get a bunch of friends together and join Cisco. So this is going to be a great night. Mike with the Heritage Hunter Society and Journey Through the Past TV.
There you go. And we've had this all on other shows too. It's all going to be in the description. Go and follow these guys because they have put in so much time in their craft, and everybody's got books and videos of paranormal investigations, things to learn if you're interested in this, and just go check out everything, and it'll all be in the description. But we're just going to go around and introduce everybody. All right, Billy, you go first. I can't hear you, so unmute yourself. Hit your microphone.
Your microphone.
You're muted. He's poking at the buttons. I'll tell you what, Eddie, you go ahead, honey, while Billy mash those. Just keep mashing buttons, honey, till you get it.
I know the pain. I know.
Hey, look, it doesn't matter. Let's see if I can do it from here. Go ahead, sweetheart. I'll see if I can help.
Okay, I'm Eddie with NC HAGS, North Carolina Haints Apparitions, Ghosts and Spirits, and it's really good to see Billy and James.
It is,
since I hadn't seen them in a long time, and we've done some investigations together, and they're really good.
They are.
Oh, and I will say this real quick before you can get them in here, hopefully. Thank you, Michael Chiana. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm trying to help them unmute
Thank
their
you, Michael Chiana, and I want everybody to hear this that's listening to the show. We are in 3 different investigation groups, but we're all friends, and we all work together, and we all respect each other. There is no competition between us. We try to help each other and keep the friendship going. And some people in the paranormal community cannot seem to do that.
They can't seem to do it.
Some problems.
They've disappeared. Maybe they're throwing magic down on us. They're doing magic tricks now. They've gone invisible. I think they're going to go and come back in. We need to tell them to get a hold of the little gear. I don't know what it looks like from your end, but if they get a hold of the little gear and hit that mic, they just have to introduce their mic to the system. I'm sure there's a technical term for that, but don't expect it from me. So Eddie, how you been?
I'm fine.
Are you doing good?
I just broke up a cat fight a second ago before you brought me in the studio.
Actual cats, not.
Oh yeah, cat fight.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure where we were going. Okay. Oh my goodness! Listen, I did that once. I was foolish enough to. My cat. I had a big old Tom, a ginger, and this was going way back. This is when I was still in the Army, and he got in the window with an outside cat, through the screen, and I just knew they were going to get each other through that screen, and I foolishly reached up and pulled the window down to break up the fight, and and he latched on. I still have the scar. He latched onto my arm, and I'll tell you what, that bite was just so deep. I could barely get a finger under there to get him out. You know how cats can You don't break, only with a broom or a hose or a pan. Sometimes a loud noise will break it up. I can never remember all those rules though. Those people that go in the woods and they say, well, for a brown bear, you're supposed to bang two rocks together, or you're supposed to lay down and play dead if it's a black, or whatever it is. Who remembers that stuff when you got something like that chasing you? All right, here they're back. They're back now. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's get them up in your. Oh,
Now we lost Eddie.
oh, we lost Eddie. I'm
There's Eddie.
sorry, honey. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not. Is that them? That's not them. They're not back yet.
They gotta just re-sign back in.
Okay. If he needs me to send the thing again, we can do it. So tonight, what I was going to do is I've got to show everybody's books, and I had put all together all the EVPs and things that you guys sent me. Yeah. So I've got a little video for that. Is that them sending me something? Okay. And
that's me texting them.
Oh, that's you. Yep. Yeah. And I've got that, and I've got a little bit of a couple of short videos from Journey Through the Past, and a couple of other things in here. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to show a little bit of what they're doing, and your channel and things that you're interested in. Eddie, you're also interested in a lot in music, and so is Michael. Does Billy and James play instruments too, or no? Here we go. Let's see if we're up here. Oh, there we are. Speak to me, boys.
I can hear him.
Oh,
I can hear you.
We can hear you. Oh, he shut himself off again. You were here. You were there.
And we could hear you, and then you turned off.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. I can't turn this mic on. Whatever you mashed, whatever button you just mashed, mash it again.
Unmute your microphone.
Unmute your microphone.
Unmute your microphone.
Because I heard him. Did you hear him?
Yes, I heard him.
This whole doggone show could be like this. You know what? I'd be fine with it because this is good TV. Oh, there they go again. There they go. This popped out.
I did a show Thursday night with Todd Bates, EVP Explorations, which is a great show. I'm trying to connect you and Todd together because you guys are fascinating. And my Wi-Fi crashed, and I had to do the whole show off my phone. And every 2 minutes, I was disappearing. It sucked.
Things happens. It happens. It happens. Yeah. When they pop back in, we'll do it. Just tell him next time he gets here, he moved too fast, Michael. I'm just, and he mashed it before we could get to him. But we heard him, but I don't think he heard us. Yeah. So he might have to go into his sound. You guys know this.
It'd be right there in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably sitting right there. Okay. So I don't want to do anything that they're going to miss, but I'm looking up here to see what we can play to give us some time so the listeners have some. How about if we play one of yours, Michael? I mean, everybody's kind of interwoven in a lot of these as well.
Definitely.
Oh, we're back in. Don't push any buttons.
Okay.
Don't push any buttons. Don't touch any buttons.
Don't touch a button.
I can't hear nobody.
I hear you. We hear you. Okay, so their headphones or their speakers just need to be turned on, whatever it is their listening device is. But we hear you. But we do hear you. We have mouth. We hear you.
I know.
We hear you. All right. Does he know to look in the chats? Wait a minute. Let me try to send him something this way. All right. Let's see if we hang in there, folks. In the chat, just tell yourself, maybe start a sing around or something.
The microphone went back off again.
Oh, somebody is mashing buttons again. They're doing fine. They just need to go into their settings.
Maybe they could go on their phone and do it instead of the computer.
Either way. Yeah. They could try that. We're up for it. Just if somebody could type in there that I'm just going to play a little video to give them some time and tell them not to worry. Just keep mashing things so something works. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I'm just going to play something that maybe they had seen before. I don't want them to miss anything. Okay. And we'll see what we've got here.
I don't know if they can see the chat room.
They might be able to see the messenger. I sent them into Messenger and told them that we could hear them. We just couldn't. They can't hear us. So we've just got to get that. And if that doesn't work, they could try their phone. Maybe the settings on there are easier. All right, here we go. I'm going to screen share this. This is one of Journey Through the Past. This is, which one's longer, Mike? The Hunger Games location or the Country Squire wine tasting?
The Hunger Games is just a little bit
A
longer.
touch longer. I know they're all short clips, but I just wanted to get a sampling.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And you guys work with that probably in the messenger, or I don't know what he's looking at. So if you need me, I'll be here.
We did. Everybody got everything?
Upstairs again.
Just as you said that, I lost my balance. I was like, what the hell? It's like something was pushing me.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Upstairs again. Those old stairs.
Just as you.
Are you hearing something there, Mike?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lost my balance. I was like, what the hell? It's like something was pushing me.
Did it really?
Yeah. I mean, these steps are pretty level. I played it in a loop 3 times so you can hear it.
Right.
I was going down the stairs and something pushed me to the left. And at the time, I didn't realize that there were 2 children running beside me. And one was saying go, and the other one was saying quit it. Like the kids must have been pushing each other down the stairs as they were running between them.
Wow. Okay. And there's a lot with stairs. There really is. There's a lot of hauntings with stairs, people falling down, and then haunting. There's so many stories around it. Now, Billy, you've still got your microphone muted, and I'm trying to hit you here, and we can't hear you anymore.
I'm going to try and see if I can call him.
Yeah, give him a call.
If I have his number.
Do you? Do you have it, Eddie?
I do not.
Can we call him through Messenger? Would he answer?
Possibly. I don't know.
Let me see. Give him a call through Messenger and see if that works. If you don't have his number, we'll try that. Meanwhile, I'll play another video. We're okay. We're going to get you in. We're going to get you in. We just got to get you in the right rabbit hole, honey. Hang in there. Don't give up. All right. So here we go.
Hello, Billy. Unmute. You see the little mute button for the microphone?
This is so interesting. Yes, it is. There you go.
Thank you, Lulu Bell.
Yes, we appreciate you so much.
The little button that has the microphone, just click that.
Popcorn. Oh, gosh, I wish I had some popcorn.
We can hear you now.
Oh.
They disappeared.
Are you going to bring it up for the whole class?
Just try and then make sure your microphone is unmuted, and then you'll be good.
I love you guys so much. All right, wait a minute. I'm going to play another video.
Okay.
We'll play some whole music.
Last week. This is Thursday.
What, sweetie? Okay. Well, we've got stuff. There's no end of the things we have here. So if it takes, as long as he doesn't lose confidence, we'll hang in there.
Yeah, I told him to take the microphone, unmute it.
Okay, so that was I don't want to get confused here. That was the Hunger Games location. Is that correct?
That's right. That was the company store.
Okay.
That's in the movie. They actually used it. It was the bakery, and that's that was the building they used, and
they used that in the movie.
Very active. Yeah. We were all there. Eddie was there. NC HAGS was there, and Billy's team, and I brought 12 investigators all together to cover the entire village for one night, and we captured a lot of things. And that's
I bet.
Okay. Join us so they can share in their experiences too.
Oh, sure, yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I think this one. Let's do the wine tasting room, real quick.
Baronial Hall. So this is Baronial Hall down this way.
That's so pretty.
This is the wine tasting area of the Country Squire Inn. Very active. And the building is from the late 1700s, and it was brought here. It was 4 miles up the road, and Joe West purchased it and brought it here and connected it to his log cabin. We do believe that the old building has a lot of paranormal activity. We've experienced many things in there.
That was beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm a sucker for a log cabin.
Oh,
Okay,
you would love this place.
they
Yeah.
popped in and out. Are they here? Are they back? Let me double check. They're not hiding.
Wine.
What, sweetie?
They have a really good wine at the Country Squire. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So I mean, I'm a sucker for those old log cabins with the, oh, love that.
During
In a
their,
dark pub.
we took a little wine tour with them, and the winemaker there gave us out of a pitcher that wasn't filtered, and he gave all three of us some wine mash that it had to be like 200 proof, and we had a few glasses, and Eddie was floating out of there.
Yeah, I'm not really a drinker, but I tried it. It tasted wonderful, and
oh
man, it
was potent.
It messed me up for about 45 minutes, really bad.
I can't really do wine too much. I mean, white and red affect me differently. I don't like either one, so I'm just a beer girl. I've got my Boston Lager. I'm good to roll. I can. And keep me away from any kind of whiskey or hard liquor. I'm telling you what, unless you have bail.
It was 100% grape juice. Man, it was potent.
Yeah, I bet. Now, Billy's coming in here and it's giving me the message that he has to hook up his camera or just allow his camera because he probably allowed it on the other one and didn't take it off. So he's got to allow his camera and his mic. Okay. Did he come in on a different device? Like, did he come in on his phone?
Don't know.
It's possible he did.
I think he was on his laptop.
All right. Tell him to give that a whirl and we'll get him in here. Because it won't even let me pull him up until he it will. Okay. Can you hear us, Billy?
Okay, it says you're in the show. Okay, here we are.
All right.
We can hear you.
We hear him.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh my goodness. They hear us and we can hear them, but we can't see you. Now you're completely invisible.
And now they muted themselves.
And they mashed the button again. Oh, wait, there they are. Hold on.
Take that mic. Unmute that mic.
We're almost there. Now mash. I feel so bad. Mash the.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Is James doing sign language?
Is it sign language? What's he signing? Don't tell me. Okay. It's not letting me.
You should be able to unmute the mic.
He's got to unmute. All right. So I think I have one more. I didn't grab any of the long ones, but you have several. You've got Tom Dooley. You've got the Schoolhouse. So many others. And I know everybody is intertwined in all these, the films and the investigations and everything else. Billy, you got to mash that button, honey.
Can you write him a sign and hold it up?
All right, hold on.
You should have an official sign, Cisco, for all these times that this happened.
Well, maybe if he tries his phone, because my phone worked last time. That's how I did it.
Worked real fast. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, you just got to unmute that microphone. That's all.
That's it. There you go. Lulu's got it.
Can we hear you?
Mash the like button. I don't think they can hear us.
No.
They had us until they connected their camera. Did you notice that? For some reason, they had their mic and their headphones were working when they didn't have a camera. And as soon as they added the camera, maybe the camera has a mic in it. Maybe it's overriding. That's as far as my tech savvy goes. Tell them to come in on your phone, honey. Hang on.
Can you go on your phone?
Call him.
This is fun. Okay. He's thinking you're cursing him or something. Come in on your phone, honey. Come in on your phone. Okay, there we go.
So we see you. Did you see the button? That
So
says
funny.
mute
All right, so
the
let me
microphone?
grab another one. I had one for you, Eddie,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
And it's not.
So
It's not
this
off,
would
right?
be, if I can find it, the NC HAGS Devil's Tramping Ground.
Oh,
That's, how
is
about
it a
that?
picture or video?
Can you go
I
on your
believe it's a little video.
look
Okay.
up your phone?
Does that sound good for you?
Yes.
All right, well, let's roll that. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
And just use your phone.
All right, here we go. Now, this is Eddie's group, one of the videos that they've done.
We'll be able to talk. Okay, good.
Yeah, to play the whole thing would be quite a few minutes, but
Well, it's nice because they'll have.
Hey,
a
this
little,
is Eddie with
Oh,
NC HAGS. On this investigation, we go to Chatham County, North Carolina
That looks
to see the
fun.
Devil's Tramping Ground. It's another famous North Carolina ghost story. We found out when you're going to go investigating in
I
the
love you
woods,
so much,
it
Eddie.
may not be good to go during the summer. There were a lot of bugs. So let's see what we found on our investigation, and let's go ghost hunting.
Hey, this is Mike with NC HAGS and the Devil's Tramping Ground in Treat Us All.
As you can see, this path here leads to the Devil's Tramping Ground. So let's see what we find on this investigation, and let's go ghost hunting.
In a moment right now where everybody's covered in
I
ticks,
can turn that down.
little
for you.
bitty
I'm
ticks,
sorry.
and a few
what
big
do
ticks.
we take seriously?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
We don't take ourselves seriously. We have a really good time. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
But what we do, we take serious as far as our actual investigation.
Right.
We really mean to get good evidence and truthful evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But have a
Now
good
look,
time while we're doing
Tell
it.
a little bit about the lore on this, Eddie. Not everybody might even know what the Devil's Circle is.
The Devil's Tramping Ground is in North Carolina, and it's near Siler City, which, little bit of history with that is Siler City is a small town where, from the Andy Griffith show that used to be on television, Aunt Bee, the lady that played Aunt Bee, who was Frances
yeah.
Xavier, she actually retired to Siler City, and that's where she lived.
There they are.
Hey, here we are.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness, there they are.
Hey,
Oh
thought
my
you were
goodness. The campfire brought about is all that singing in the background
what it
brought y'all
was.
through. Oh my gosh, we broke the spell. We had you invisible. We had
Good
you
to hear.
mute. You couldn't hear you. Oh my goodness, it was like you were stuck in a portal. All right.
I'm gonna have to go back into the computer and
Don't
look at the
don't you
film.
touch a button. Don't you touch a button. Eddie, I'm gonna take this down. Listen, everybody go to the YouTube channel and pick up on all this. There's a lot of different things there on different lore and just everything around North Carolina and outside. Now, everybody here is pretty much stationed around the North Carolina area. Is that correct? Or
Right.
mostly correct?
Yeah.
Which is
We're in Bethlehem County in the southeastern part of the state.
That's right.
okay. Let me stop sharing
And
this.
Michael and Eddie are north up around Raleigh.
around the big city.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let
Cindy.
Billy and James introduce themselves now because they
Yes,
got
please
cut off.
do.
They're from
Who the
Mount
hell
Pleasant,
are you
so we're
guys?
from Powell City. From Mayberry. Yeah.
Hey, Mary RFD. So yes, you did not get a chance to introduce yourself. So you guys are your group is the Southern. Don't make me remember this.
Society, North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay. And it's wonderful. Now, this is great because just like Eddie said in the beginning, it is very rare that you're going to have this many, different groups. And there's others that come along as well, because there's other people that I've met that have their groups where they're home based, but come in, and still have the same heart, same intent, same integrity, same feel. And I really think that that's part of why you get so much good evidence and just having a good time still after all these years, right? So going around the circle,
We kind of blend together and work together like our family whenever we come together. Yeah.
right? And the first time I met y'all too, you just invited me right in. I mean, I think energy and the vibe draws the same. It's like draws like kind of thing. But
We're all
so very quickly, go right ahead.
like
You're
we're
roboting on just a little bit.
Yep, they're freezing.
They're freezing just a little bit. Okay, that's all right. You'll probably come back if it gets clear. And if not, we'll pop in and out. But I think that's very important. So what I'd like to do is I made a little video for you guys. Now, everybody sent me some EVPs. And you guys sent me some pictures. And I wasn't sure exactly. I tried to get them in an order. Let me ask this. Does anybody have to... It's like, does anybody need a snack? Does anybody... There went again. Does anybody have to leave early? Because if you do...
They need a snack.
Yeah. But if you need to leave early, don't hesitate to let me know, because I don't want to make anybody not get sleep for tomorrow and all. But I'm going to play this video here. As soon as they come back in, we'll get them.
Here they come.
I mean, you guys are you having storms out there? I know we were earlier.
Yeah.
There you go. You're back again. So while we've got you in the room, I've put together a little video with a couple of the pictures you sent me and the EVPs. We can stop it at any time, and you can tell about it if you have a story or something else. And then I've got a couple of questions I was going to ask everybody about your experience, all this, time that you guys have put in, decades at this point, right? I mean, pretty much everybody around the room has been in this for a very, very long time. So I've got some questions there, because most of the time we have paranormal investigators. Some are very interested in history, but I think this group right here is probably, you guys are the most devoted to that aspect of the investigation, as well as all the tech and equipment and the paranormal side and everything else. So let's pull this up. And like I said, if you guys want to stop it at any time and talk about the EVP or the experience that was going on when you got it, any of those, no problem whatsoever. Okay. And I've got it right. Here we go. All right, here we go. I don't know who's up first. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, did we lose them? We lost them again?
We lost.
All right. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can drag them back in here. It's okay. They're worth the wait, folks. Trust me. Hey, Froze. How you doing, honey? How's everybody doing in the chat tonight? I hope you're doing good, Henry. It's good to see you, sweetie. It's good to see you. Hey, Jim. Good to see you, hon.
Oh, the video was from 2007 or 8, The Devil's Tramping Ground, because I know they had asked that.
Okay. 2007 or 8. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 2007.
But I
yes, I am back.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good, because your
yeah,
EVPs are up. Your EVPs are up, guys. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
This is you. Hi, sweetheart. Now, I think what I did was, if you sent me 2 copies, I went ahead and put them right behind each other, because I figured what you did is emphasize that one part. And then I did another copy and I made it a little louder on each one. And that one, I have something to say about that one. I don't know if it's going to fit, but before you tell me too much of the background, I want to give you the feeling I got off of that when I heard it. But here it is again, folks. And it's saying anytime at the very end. Just keep popping in and out, baby. It's going to come right.
Yeah, that's a good evening.
That one, I'll wait till he gets back up in here. Can you hear me, hon? Let me know when you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
He can hear me. It sounds to me like it's a woman, and it sounds like the woman is kind of singing like anytime at the end, holding it. Did you guys get that? Okay. What did you guys hear in the chat? Tell me about that EVP, guys.
Well, the EVP was, it was on the innovation we were doing around, I think around New Road, we were doing a box. And that's anytime.
God bless you. Honey, you're roboting real bad, sugar. I think you might be your signal might not be too good. And that's okay. I'm not upset or anything. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But if you're not comfortable, go in and come out, just like you said. Now you said, now I can see you clear. Can you repeat what you just said?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. That was where did you catch that EVP?
It was at a vest.
Somebody doesn't want us to talk to him tonight. Do you guys know where it was?
I feel bad. No, I've never heard this. It's a really great EVP.
It is, and it sounds like it's
Thursday night. So I feel bad for them because I know.
I do too.
Michael, can you?
It's frustrating for them.
Michael, can you ask him to try his telephone?
He could just, if he wants to just do audio.
Oh, he's using his phone now?
That's
why he's having a problem. Yeah.
And if he just wants to, if just audio, if it's too much bandwidth or whatever is happening with the signal, perhaps just go in audio without, we could hear them talk. It might help. I don't know. But yeah, this is amazing. Did you guys hear that little lilt at the end where it sounds like she's singing? Almost, I can almost see the hands going anytime like that, All right, let's see what this next one is. You hear that? Yeah. So I didn't know whether it was in a place that used to be a saloon, or if it had some kind of historical background as far as, there was somebody from vaudeville or just a real kind of unsinkable Molly Brown kind of feeling woman is what I'm getting off of that energy. It is so amazing how much of a burst of it's not a clear picture, but it's more of a energy imprint on that little bit. Yeah. And that's just an amazing little EVP. Yeah. I don't see him popped in. I'm sorry, Mike, go ahead.
I told him to turn his camera off and see if he could just do the audio.
And see, I mean, it's just a guess. I don't know if it's, here we go. Let's try it.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes.
Okay.
Let's just see there you go. We were all talking about how different that EVP is because it sounds like she's singing. Now, was there any history where you got that about this woman?
That's about all we got from her. But that's just that one EVP from her.
Where was that EVP from?
It was using the Gauss. Was it? What were we using? Oh God, I can't think of the word. Anyway, we're using the ghost box, and we asked the question, and she just gave me an answer anytime.
Oh, yeah. No, where did you capture that at? Where was the location?
It was a private house. It was in what? It was a private house. Yeah, it was private.
Was it private house? Yeah. And that would be hard to get the history on. But boy, if that had been something like out in Deadwood in the saloon out there or something, I would have guessed that, because that's what I'm feeling on it. It's almost like not the cowboy kind of saloon girl, but kind of more vaudeville-ish is what I'm getting. I'd love to hear the history on that one. Well, here's a couple of the pictures you sent in to go with that. Oh, it's another one.
Yep, I heard it.
Yeah.
Did she pass away of old age?
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got it right there. I can't see.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, that's a little bit. Is that a location that has more of a? Let me put the words right here. A sad haunting. That was a
Yeah.
that was a very depressed energy there.
Yeah. It was in Gettysburg.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That is a very, I don't know if you guys are picking it up. Chat, if you're picking that up too, I've got a lot of people with very sharp abilities in here. If you're picking that up too, I'm just on these little bursts of energy. And this is why I described to you so many times. If you're having a hard day and you get a phone call from somebody you know is real draining in a conversation, don't pick it up. Go with your intuition because that little bit of energy can affect you. I mean, just on a tape, I'm just getting that little bit. So if that can, imagine an hour phone call with your, crazy in-laws or something. So
Yeah.
what you're feeling is real.
That was taken in Waynesboro. That little town outside of
Yeah.
Gettysburg.
Right. The one right there that I can't see. Are you getting a male on that, or are you getting female? Because I was getting a male. Are you getting a female? It was very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Very sad. Let's see if it plays it one more time. I tried to do at least 3 times.
Did she pass away of old age?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's almost a breath before it too, like was that somebody in the room or was that part of the EVP? Because I heard this like before. Do you know?
I think it was in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we were
Did
in
you
the
guys?
basement.
Oh, somebody hears growling. Lulu hears growling. Did you guys hear it too?
No.
And I heard that breath that was like a.
Hmm.
Did she pass away of old age?
Yeah.
I think that's the breath. I think the growl. Was there any cars going by or anything?
Yeah.
Because that's what it sounds like, a car.
Sounds like a motorcycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being in the basement close to the front of the building.
Yeah.
You can
That's
hear
what that sounds like.
very easily.
So probably no demons or dragons at this time. Hey, Vixen Doe, welcome in. But good ear. Good ear.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that one's done. Let's see what's next. Man, this was sad.
Yeah. That was in Salemburg.
Is it kind of gruffly in the background right there?
A little bit
can
gruffy,
almost- Yeah, I can almost hear the syllables.
Mhm.
You guys hearing that one?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Do you know who I am?
What, honey?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Do you know who I am?
Is there anyone in this room?
That was so creepy. That
That
was creeping me out when I was putting the recording. I hear that one clear. Do you guys hear it again?
That was
That's
the same one we got from Waynesboro.
Yeah. It's a hotbed over there. I'm telling you. It's almost like they scooted them over from Gettysburg, you know.
Yeah.
Here it is again, folks.
Is there anyone in this room?
Right behind you. Right behind you. Oh man. Now, did you hear that one then, or did you not catch that till you went back and went over the tapes?
No, I just heard it on the recorder. I didn't hear it,
in real time.
Yeah, real time.
In real time. Because if you had felt that or felt somebody standing behind you and then that validated it, man, I love that when 2 or 3 pieces of equipment or 2 or 3, and I would consider a person being a part of the equipment too when you're in that situation. And then everybody is validating. That's incredible. Go ahead.
Yeah. I felt like that a person was following me around upstairs the whole time I was up there.
Did you? And he was. There you go. There you go. It's right behind you. Wow. Okay. Did you guys hear that too? Oh, thank you. They're putting down your all your stuff there in the chat. Thank you so much to my mods and everybody. I appreciate all the help. All right. I think it does it one more time. That one just gives me chills. Okay. Yeah. Very clear.
Yeah.
And then to go with the feeling as well. This one's very loud. Heard that, didn't you?
Yeah. That was it.
You follow me in this room?
Yeah.
Did you follow me in this room?
Is that the same place, Billy?
Yeah.
Now this is them on the look at here. Look on the cover.
Yeah.
I love this. Now this was American Paranormal in North Carolina edition. Look at that. Tell us about that.
Well, they were contacting me, through Gmail, and I contacted them back. We talked about it a little while and agreed to it to be on the page on that particular month, December. So they worked well with everyone.
Yeah. It looks like they did quite a bit. You got Erie, North Carolina, Brown Mountain Lights, the flaming ship of, I can't even pronounce it, Ocracoke. Yeah. Pretty neat. What draws us to investigate? I love that too. Love that. All right. Look at you. Y'all, I'm telling you, they're famous. So I love that. I love that a lot of you guys have gotten into the videos. I had Eddie, you did an interview on the local news. You were talking about North Carolina haunts. I found that. I can't find it now. I lost it, but man, that was neat. That was like 2000 and
with UNC Film School, and I did some interviews on television channel.
Yep. And I love that because now they usually come scratching around Halloween. Right around this time, they're like, oh, let's get some local haunts. Let's get some of the local investigators and stuff like that. And I wonder if you guys have ever gotten some stuff together and knocked on their door and said, hey, you got something coming up for Halloween. We'd like to put a little something together that actually gives a little bit of the history. And, because usually when they get those assignments, it's like a chuckle, somebody go do the haunted house for Halloween. If you went the other way around, you could get some good quality stuff out there to these news people. They probably enjoy it, but you should do it, and I mean, and, absolutely give some time to, local towns. It's like these kids don't even realize they pass by in the school bus all the time and don't realize that these places have stories. They have a history, and maybe that's a way we can get them interested in it or something, that'd be pretty cool.
We need to do more self-advertisement like that.
Yeah.
To get the
I think
word
it'd
out.
be great. I think it'd be great. You know, I mean, they'd probably welcome it, especially if you had anything going for the kids, or bringing the kids in to teach them a little history or something, you know, along the lines, and say, hey, you come here, you can go through the museum. And we've got them around here. And like I said, people don't even realize I live very close to Alair State Park, and Alair State Park is one of those little villages that they preserved. And I forget what year it was. It's during the industrial age, and they had a mill. So it was one of those towns that, you know, they had their own company store, you know, the story. They had the whole thing, and everybody lived there, and everybody worked in the mill, and that's how it went. And something happened. I believe it was smallpox or something along those lines. It came out of New York City and pretty much wiped out most of them. That place is so haunted, and it's been on The Haunting and Unsolved Mysteries, and people go back and forth, and they don't even, you know, they don't even think about the history of it anymore. It's crazy. So this is Eddie's. This is North Carolina Hags, and or Haines Apparitions, Ghosts and Spirits. So they pretty much covered the gauntlet here. This is Eddie's. He sent in this EVP.
What is the cat's name? The cat that lives in this house. What is the cat's name? What is the
Yeah,
what is the
say it
cat's
again.
name? The cat that lives in this house.
It's right there.
Cisco,
The cat's name is Henry. Yes, dear.
I wanted to say something about that.
Sure, go right ahead.
We had gone to what was the plantation, Mike?
The Foster Plantation.
Foster Plantation. And we were there, and we met the family, and I asked them ahead of the investigation. I said, what's your cat's name? And they said Henry. And I said, what's your dog's name? And they said whatever. And I knew the family members' names. So later in the investigation, there were about 4 or 5 of us in the living room, dining room. Nobody else was in the house. The other people were over at the little house next door. And we were asking questions. And I said, you know, if there's anybody listening, what's the cat's name? The cat that lives in this house, what's the cat's name? And I know it's a little hard to hear it on here, but if you have like headphones on,
right, you can hear it.
Clearly hear a little voice that says, the cat's name is Henry.
Yeah.
And we were just floored because I told Michael, you know, it proves not only do the ghosts know about the house and the people that live there, they literally know the names of the dogs and cats.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's so interesting. And again, that should all be chronicled and, you know, written down and said, look, we were talking. They might even be aware of the conversation you had earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and not all ghosts can do that. So that's, you know, and again, I believe over, you know, again, 50 years, I have very few answers here. Trust me. It's all guesses and theory, but I believe that ghosts can put themselves in their own little box, and sometimes they can't quite do everything all the other ghosts can do, if you know what I mean. Like that great movie Ghost, where he was trying so hard to move kick that can, and he was trying so hard he couldn't do it. Well, it doesn't mean that the ghosts wouldn't have the ability. It's for some reason they have some kind of a block. So some of them won't even see the living or hear them, or, you know, just wandering around. Or there could be, you know, several of them in the same room and they won't be aware of each other, or some will. So again, it just shows the different layers, you know. So either they heard you or they're aware, or both, you know. So they're actually almost interacting, at least in a awareness, you know, realm. You know, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So you can hear that one. Put on headphones. When I had them on, I could hear that. It sounds almost like they're further away too.
Yeah.
In a way, you know, they're definitely not right up there with you at the same level at the mic, you know. So here's a little bit more of Eddie's, and thank you again for putting Eddie's information in there. There's a couple pictures that you sent show you that these guys really do work together in these great old places. Look at the
That's
saddle
really
on the door. This is basically, this right here should be the poster for ghost hunting, because this is what it's like.
Yeah.
Isn't it though? Is it? This is 95% of ghost hunting. No,
Yeah.
that gathering the gear, loading the gear, taking the gear out, getting the gear ready, and then waiting, hurry up and waiting. But it's fun because it's fun because of the people you're hanging out with. It's fun because you have the same interest in, understanding not just what's in this room, but my gosh, what are all these things in the room, and looking at the stuff and talking about it. And I think when you do that, you get a lot of the visitation ghosts, because I believe a lot of these are, they're not all of the ghosts on EVPs are going to be ghosts that are stuck there. Some of them are going to be visitation ghosts that come in because you're paying attention to what they're interested in, or you're talking about them. If you're talking about history or, who built this house, who lived here, and it kind of connects into that energy, and you kind of bring them in, but not necessarily they're there haunting all the time, is what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's like with Rob Guttrow. He was going. This is a great little story. He goes to the Ford's Theater, and it's the Christmas play. Every year they do a Christmas Carol, which I would love to see that in Washington D.C. So he's there, and I guess they're killing a little time. And he does, because he's such a wide open medium, he does this thing where he kind of shuts down everything. It's like, I'm off now. I'm out and I'm enjoying myself. I don't want to see or talk to anybody. We're that kind of medium. You know what I mean? So he has to shut everything down. He's just trying to get his mind busy or whatever. So he's going through the gift shop, and he's in the gift shop, and he feels this real persistent male energy that's just, it's got like some, he's trying to put it all together. I'm trying not to add words to what he said, but it was more like, I believe he said more of an arrogance, like a strong male energy, but not in a strength kind of way, more of an arrogance, like ego, like pay attention to me, that kind of thing. And he's like, no, I'm off. I don't want to, I'm not going to do any readings right now. We're not talking. He kept fighting it. And finally he was just looking through a book, and he's like, okay, that's it. You're persistent. What do you need? Who are you and what do you need? And the answer he got back was something similar to, you're reading a book about me. It was Booth.
Oh.
And he and I had this discussion, a big discussion about, this is the perfect example of, here's Ford's Theater, and somebody, a worker or whoever, says they had an experience, saw a light in the balcony, or saw something, heard something running across the stage, or saw a ghost sitting in the chair. Right away, everybody says it's Abraham Lincoln. They just assume. And, so becomes the story because they've repeated it so much. And, a lot of the different mediums that go to hang out there, we've all come to the conclusion that it's not Lincoln at all. It's Booth. And it's because he wants the attention. People are talking about him. He's not stuck there. He just comes there because he wants to hear people talk about him. So that's a perfect example. You know what I mean? So where was this house?
He's a real narcissist.
Yes, he really was in life too. So that explains it, And from what I understand, he's not crossed either. He doesn't have any plans of going anytime soon. He doesn't want to face the music, so to speak. But he does haunt all around, the Surratt house, and another farmhouse where he hid out, I think like 11 days or something when he had the broken leg and all that. So he's seen all around there, just trying to get in on the conversation about him. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Where was this house, you guys? Where were you investigating on this one?
Where was
remember?
that one, Michael?
That's the John Cleveland house. That's next door to the Wilkesboro jail. And
Okay.
that home is from the 1700s.
Look at that door.
One of the oldest homes in the county, and it was sitting out in the field, abandoned and falling down for years. And the Historical Society purchased it and piece by piece brought it over to their historical square and rebuilt it. And the ghosts that are in there are pretty much from the 1700s. And then next door, where Tom Dooley was in the Wilkesboro jail, is the 1800s. So you have two different eras of ghosts, and it's very interesting to investigate.
It's so close together. Yeah, I bet. And just looking at the way everything's built, looking at the door, and my gosh, look at this table. I mean,
it's basically two or three rooms downstairs and one big room upstairs. And this man had 13 children. So,
wow.
And imagine all of those people living in that one little house.
In that small place. And look at us now. You have one or two people living in, 8-bedroom house with, this great big McMansion. It's wild how we've expanded, taking up more and more space. Okay, so now this is Mike's. This is the Heritage Hunters Society and Journey Through the Past. This is some of the things that Mike does. And this is some of his EVPs. Turn this up a titch.
So that's the Wilkesboro jail.
Okay, that's right near where you just showed the picture, right?
That's right.
Now I'm not sure what we were looking for, or did you leave it blank on purpose?
No, this is at the Henry River Mill Village, and this is a house that's next to the river, and you'll hear a woman saying her name. I asked her name, and I'll put it in a loop that you should be able to hear the name.
Okay, here we go. We're listening for the name. Wow, I hear something, but I can't make it. I couldn't make that one out. What are you guys hearing?
Summer. It's the girl's
Summer?
name. Summer. Yeah, Summer.
Summer?
Yes.
And what's Katie saying? Cisco, I heard you talking with Steve Stockton about this on his podcast. Yes, we love Steve. I'm sorry he could be here tonight. His son is just now a year old. And I'll tell you what, he's the ruler of the roost. And Steve is exhausted, and he's asleep by about 6 o'clock now. So we'll give him a little more time. He'll be back around. All right. So this one was the Summer, and I'm going to play it one more time.
Yeah, the girl's name is Summer.
Okay. Yep. Lulu's on tonight. This one is so clear.
Yeah.
It's several different times.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy Walker.
That is so clear.
That's also from the Henry River Mill Village. That's the site of the Hunger Games movie.
Okay.
So we investigated the entire village.
Now this was Buddy. Did you get several different times him saying Buddy
No,
Walker?
I put it in a loop for you so that everybody can hear it.
Okay, because I was wondering if it was two different times you got EVPs, because it almost sounds in one of them that he's just saying Bud, or it's like a little shorter. But I didn't know if it was something that you did
I like
to
to
it.
put it in a loop that way you can hear it better.
Right. Oh yeah. All right. Here we go.
Anybody in here with us?
That's the original clip with the one voice in it. And then I always like to send a loop so you can hear
Right.
it. You heard
Right.
him
That
say
is
Buddy
so
Walker.
clear. Now, who is Buddy Walton? He was the.
Don't know. We have a list of all the people that lived there and worked at this mill village, and there was no Buddy Walton on the list. And this name was on the list, and we actually did get somebody saying his last name.
This one's pretty clear too.
Yeah.
This one's pretty clear too.
A guy named Joe who had his arm crushed. he related to you?
Right there.
Yeah, it says his last name.
Zucker. Hear it? That's so clear.
Yeah. That name was on the list.
That one was so clear as far as just sucker. You know. And now did he die by getting his arm caught in something, or?
I don't know if he died, but there was a report that he got his arm crushed.
Okay, so people are talking about him.
Let me just set this one up for you. This is at the Edgar Allan Poe Museum in Richmond, Virginia. And I went one day, I was up that way, and I went and I investigated the property. And I was in the one house where his childhood bed and all his belongings were in this room, and I was there by myself. And I introduced myself, and then I captured this recording.
Okay, here we go. Wow. This one. Do you want to set this one up?
Well, I wanted to tell you what that one was.
Okay, sure.
He's saying, Poe, I'm Heritage, because I introduced myself as I'm Michael from Heritage Hunters. And he said, Poe, I'm Heritage. But he was either mimicking me or he was introducing himself to me. And he thought my name was Heritage. So he kept saying,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of
right.
EVPs.
Let me see if I can catch that last piece again. Wow, that does make a difference.
Oh, yes.
Now, what's this one? This
Okay,
was.
so, yeah, don't play this shit. Let me fill you in on it.
Okay.
This is at the David Stewart Farm in Gettysburg. And we were staying there over the weekend investigating. And we set up our recorders in the hallway, and we all went to bed. It was 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We went to bed. And this was captured while we were sleeping. All the bedroom doors closed. And this is in the hallway. So go ahead and play this.
In the hallway. Okay, that makes it even more creepy for some reason. That's 2 different voices. That sounds like 2 different voices.
Us and the ghosts. So they're telling us that they're there, us and the ghosts.
Us and the ghosts.
Us and the ghosts. Yeah.
And the ghosts. Okay. Here, one more time, guys.
You listen
Well,
on
couple-
headphones. Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like 2 different.
Just look at the wall.
It's probably done. I don't know.
Just look at others. Just look at others. Just look at others.
That's the next one.
That was the next one?
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
a
go
different.
back. Yeah, I actually have 2 EVPs saying ghost, which is so rare that a ghost says ghost.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
go back
that's
to-
2 separate EVPs.
Oh yeah, and this has got a really good story because Billy and James were with me when we captured this. So we're in one of the oldest buildings in Surrey County, North Carolina, and it actually was a tavern, but it was also the county seat, the first part of government in North Carolina. And this building was so dilapidated that we were scared to even go in it because it was falling down. And Billy and James remember we went upstairs, and the stairs, we couldn't even walk on the stairs. They were so caving in. And we went up to the area that was the boarding area where the men would sleep. And we were just walking around, the meter started going off, and Billy and James had mentioned, oh, that the meters are going off. And just then, the spirit jumped in and said this word.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Let me see if I caught it right.
That's the last one. Yeah, go to the next one.
I think this is it. One more.
Just look others.
Look at the wall.
That's probably done. I don't know. Just look others. Just look others. Just look others.
Yep. Yep. I hear Eddie.
That was James and Billy, and their meter was going off. And just as they were saying, "Oh, that's weird," this voice jumped in and it said, "Ghost."
Ghost.
None of us heard it with our ears, and it was very loud.
Just the tape. It is very loud, like almost like they said it in the microphone. So, and this was a different property than the last one.
Oh yeah, this is a different state altogether.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And this was here in North Carolina. So.
That is rare. I mean, now you've got it in different places. They're saying that. So here's a lot of the gang together right here.
That's right.
And a couple other pictures in here.
Country Squire Inn.
I love that fireplace. My gosh. Beautiful. And there's Michael on magazine. Look at this. Isn't that something?
And that was all of us together at Henry River Mill Village.
Okay.
There it
James,
is.
Billy and Eddie and all of us.
Now this whole town, is a whole town, kind of get
entire
dilapidated.
village that was a mill village here in Hickory, North Carolina, and it closed down in the 70s when the mill burned down. But there's about 30 homes that are still on the property, and the company store right there was part of the movie for the Hunger Games. So we were able to go in and investigate the entire village for one night, and we captured a lot of good things.
A lot of different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's community right there. Multiple groups coming together to investigate a village like this.
Amazing. I bet you have just a good old time,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, in that building right there, me and or James and Billy and myself were downstairs in the basement, and I saw a part apparition.
Yeah.
For about 2 seconds before I could snap it. He was standing.
Person, yes.
He was standing right behind James. He was kind of looking over his shoulder, seeing what he was doing, and then when he saw me, he turned and disappeared.
Yeah, and I was freezing.
Oh wow. It was pulling a lot of energy off of you, huh? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Well, here we go. Ghosts do not haunt, they linger, they remain to tell the stories that history forgot. Anonymous. A lot of them don't want to be forgotten, and I think they do come around, just like we said. When you're talking about them, you're interested in where they used to live, their history. I think they're going to come around. So thanks for all those. Those were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you for sharing them.
Thank you so much. And everybody, we've got links in here to the YouTube videos, to different things, but everybody now, who has books here? Eddie, have you put out a book? Or
I have not put out any books. I don't intend on putting out any books, but I love the fact that other people put out books. I may someday, I don't know.
I always tell, like when I told Steve to start, he was already, collecting stories and stuff. You ought to get all those old folklores and stuff down, where you've been and maybe put those together. And Billy, now you do have a couple, and I think I have the links to them here if I can find it.
Billy's an author.
Isn't that wonderful? I know it's not as easy as people say, is it, sweetie?
No, it's not.
I know, trying to get all that down on paper. So we've got, I don't know which one is first, but I have apparitions, orbs, fog, and haunted items. Here's Billy's book here. Tell us a little bit about this one, Ed.
This is about, well, apparitions and things that we have seen. It's also about orbs and what a lot of people think orbs are, but a lot of them aren't. So we talk about a bit and the possibility of fog and, haunted items. There has been things I've had to remove from people and bury it somewhere. So that's a possible thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, attachments. And I know I was talking to somebody the other day about antique mall, haunted antique mall that they were going to go through, and I thought, man, good luck. That's going to draw a lot of energy off of you because, gosh, a lot of things do follow those items. Whether it's a picture frame or a hairbrush or a mirror or whatever. There was a funny story once. I was helping somebody with a case about a mirror, and I'm like, gosh, it's the mirror, and it was facing another. You know the story.
Yeah.
And I said, that's the last thing I'd ever want is I love antiques, but I don't want anything to do with an antique mirror. I don't know why. And just that day, my son was going by and saw one. I guess somebody tossed to the curb or whatever and thought I would like it. And the very day I said it, here comes an antique mirror in my door that he had picked up on the side of the road. I could not believe it. I mean, as I get that thing out of my house, and then you're stuck because you don't want to make your son feel bad. But I'm like, you won't believe it. I just went through this with an antique mirror. It's like it's coming back to haunt me. So that was kind of crazy. We have that one. So apparitions. So this is orbs and what about the fog? Tell me a little bit about the fog. What would that be?
Of course, there are natural things that can be natural fog. Whereas a lot of it about fog have captured to be spirit or ghost.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're manifest.
Yeah.
At the time, it looks like a cloud. As a matter of fact, about actually a year ago, my sister's ex-husband, he passed away, and one day, within a week after he died, I was sitting there in her house where he had been staying with her while she was taking care of him. And I happened to look out the window in the backyard, and there was a white cloud, like a mist, floating outside. And it was like, I know it was Brian. And it was like, it floated down by the window like it was looking in to make sure he was at the right place. And then when I turned to call Cynthia, by the time I turned back, it was gone. And there was not a cloud in the sky that day. So it was definitely Brian coming back. Twice we were sitting there, and when we were talking about Brian, a light behind us flickered several times, and it only flickered those couple of times. And when we were referencing Brian, so yeah, there's many signs and that they are have come back. I think to come back and say maybe goodbye or something,
To let you know that they're still around. Yeah. Now, Miss, I think with one of the things I think that I've found out in this whole wonderful genre, so many different layers and different ways you can go with it. The thing that blew my mind the most was colors. And what do I mean by that? I don't know who wrote down the rules for this, but when you start matching up energy, say angry eyes, the eye shine was red or orange or this kind of thing. We're starting to hear it with Bigfoot, Dogman, all these different things. One of my first memories is a Revolutionary War here. I would imagine it was a Revolutionary War soldier. And all that came out of the closet at me was the head. It started as a light. Actually, from when I recognized it, when it got my attention, it was the sound. It was a crackling, like a water bottle being crackle, crackle, crackle. And that's what got my attention. When I looked, it was a light. And it was an old farmhouse, big walk-in closet with the, what do you call those things? The shutters. It's got the slats so you can see the light coming through. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just a little bitty kid. I'm sitting in the middle of my mom and dad's great big old farmhouse, king size bed. It probably looked like Titanic to me because I was about 4 or 5. And I heard this crackling in the light, and I remember my first thought was, "Ooh, my sisters are going to be in trouble because they're borrowing Mama's clothes again." I heard hangers and such along with it, like clank, clank, like the metal hangers kind of thing, and those wood hangers. So all of this is running through my head. Now I'm realizing the light is kind of coming up and pushing through at the same time. Does that make sense? Coming up and pushing through. And with that light came a mist, like a fog. Okay.
Yeah.
And within that started getting thicker in the center. Now, this all happened but just to describe it takes a minute. So within that, it is a solid form starting, and now here comes the head. And I don't remember anything. It was nothing grotesque or gross, like you would say, "Oh my God, a head and everything." No, it wasn't like that. It just stopped. If that makes any sense. The head is what was prominent. It had its eyes closed. It was coming towards me. And I was now sitting up looking, and it's coming towards me. And I just flew myself back, and it went over me and into my mama's fleur-de-lis black velvet wallpaper. Gone. But when it came at me, it opened its eyes, and in its eyes, it was not red eyes. It was red light.
Oh man.
So now here I am. That's like one of my first real ghost memories.
Freak out.
40 years later, I'm starting to hear about angry entities with red energy, red eye energy or something like that coming out. And I'm thinking they might just be angry or really scared. Or what I'm saying is that we're projecting this color via the energy that we're experiencing, the vibration we're experiencing at the time. Because he was seen around the house later on, and he didn't have that. He would change in his demeanor. Sometimes he'd be very sad and depressed, and you wouldn't get that red light energy. You would get just sad eyes. So there's something that taught me a lot about that. Fast forward Gettysburg, wheat field. I'm standing in the middle by myself. My sons were down by the car looking at something. I'm standing in the wheat field, and they had cut a place in the wheat, so you can see the monuments and all that. And I'm on there's two sides. I'm on the side that's facing Devil's Den. I would be on the left. And I'm in that circle, and I'm just feeling this just oppressed, thick energy under Gettysburg. So you're feeling that hard, harsh, almost like you've got a weight on your chest kind of thing. And I stood in the middle of that, and I don't take pictures without asking permission. It's a Native American thing. So I said, "Look, I understand that you're all coming together and you're very confused. And here I am standing on your pride." And I just rambled on some kind of mess. And I said, "And I don't know what to do to make you all feel better. But I'm going to give you this." And I just belted out the best blues version of Amazing Grace that I could muster. And I sang it. And as I sang it, it's lifting. It's lifting. You can feel it lift. And when I was all done, I sang 2 full choruses. They wanted an encore, but I didn't have time. Anyway, so I asked them, I said, "What, honey?"
You must have something wrong with the video because it's blurring out all our sound.
It's
Yeah,
with
do
the
you hear
video?
that? Well,
Hold on one second.
you have like a soundtrack on or something in the back. Do you hear it, Eddie?
Yes, I can hear something in the background.
It's coming off of Billy's. Give me 1 second, Billy. I'll turn you right back on when you want to talk. But I think that's what. Can you hear it now?
No.
Okay. It's
What
just
is it?
echoing there. I'm just going to turn you back on just a second. So as I'm running around, I'm asking, can I take pictures? If it's okay with you, I would like to take pictures. So I'm with my cell phone. I have no special equipment. Click, click, click. And I'm doing a 360. And I'm click, 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 click. So I'm getting a little bit of wood line here. I'm getting the open road, the road and all that in the field. And I go around. We're leaving. I get back in the car and go. I'm in the car and I'm looking at the pictures because I'm sending them off to my friend now. Like, look what we did with Gettysburg, yada, yada. And now one of the pictures, not the one before, not the one right after, because I'm doing the click, 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 was this pink, hot pink mist. The color hot pink, not light pink, not red, hot pink. And I'm looking at it. And then the other side, directly across from where that mist would have been floating over the whole field. And I'll send you the pictures. I'll show them to you. I still got them. I see them peeking over the fence behind the trees. One had a bowler hat and a vest, just thrown together uniform. It was incredible. But that's when I started thinking about color and color of orbs and all of these. Now I look up the color and it's love, accommodating, something else. I had another word that was like welcoming kind of a feeling, like you would welcome in a guest into a room. I was flabbergasted. Had you heard this about colors? Who wants to talk about color?
I've just heard things about maybe people say things about orbs being different colors and it means something.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really looked very deep into it because we've never really drilled deep into the orbs anyway. I know they exist, but we don't know exactly a whole lot about it in my group.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I think we just need to put it on the shelf because I think it's something. Because now again, like I said, I have no idea who wrote these rules. Where are we getting these colors and where are we getting the feeling? But it matches up to the aura, human aura. So there's something here. Had you heard any of this, Mike, about the colors?
Well, yeah, I've experienced a lot of things with colors, especially blue. I've captured a lot of photos, especially in Gettysburg, almost like lightning bolts zooming by me with a lightning blue color. And to me, that's very paranormal. So
Yep.
almost like my shirt, the color of my shirt.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so I've captured a few things over at the Farnsworth in their beer garden. I've captured some things, especially around those trees. There's a lot of spirits that hang out in the Farnsworth beer garden. And maybe that's why, because it's a beer garden.
Maybe it's a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
But,
how about you, fellas? What do you think about that? Now, since you wrote the book on orbs, did you come across these colors?
Yeah, I added in the book about the various types based upon what a lot of people have said about them. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but I let it as possible.
Mm-hmm.
As far as colors, I've seen red, blue, yellow, and I think that's and a purple one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really better if you capture it on video. Video
Mm-hmm.
things on how to move. If it's intelligent, it's
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
better than photography,
Yeah.
I
think that's
lens flares from the different lenses and light sources, day and night. But yeah, video is great. Catching on video.
yeah. What were you saying, James?
Oh,
I
just
didn't catch it.
there's there's always the controversy. Oh, it's just dust. Well, it ain't always just dust because I've too many intelligent orbs moving, and like I've had them come flying up to my face like they were checking me out, and then they would zoom off and back into the distance and disappear. And there's just too much proof to me that it's a form of spirit, and it's the easiest form of energy. It's the form of circle. So that's the first sign that you get that there is a spirit trying to manifest.
I agree.
And a lot of it, I feel like when you get these different colors, I felt like it's like a different mood, just
yes.
like a mood ring,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because if I've got my Revolutionary War soldier and I can remember multiple times that I saw him and then I had to shoot 20 because nobody would talk about it. So we didn't talk again till like a family reunion, like 20 something years later. So they would tell me, I said, well, describe him to me. What color was his eyes? Or, I didn't see his eyes, or, they were black, or, whatever. only one other sister ever saw him with the red eyes, and he had a red ribbon tied in a ponytail behind it. So I remembered as a kid, his eyes matched the red ribbon. So it's a little kid thing. It's like red eyes, red ribbon. I remember, screaming that. But so that tells me, there is something to this. And to me, it almost opens up another line of communication, because if we can get that down and we can look at that, we can kind of tell what mood they're in, like you said, the mood ring, and that might even help us on these investigations. Because gosh, if I had seen that picture before, to me, when I saw that pink and not realize until weeks later after researched it and everything, wow, it did something. So singing to them actually raised the vibration, and not only could you feel it, but you could see it in this emotion, in this color. That's an extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we're almost there. I've got a couple questions I'd love to ask each of you, unless you want to share a story or something like that. Just whoever wants to go first. I mean, what was one of the best investigations y'all ever went on together?
Oh, definitely the Henry River Mill Village was excellent. And that was that was in October of 2020, when COVID was just kicking in. And so, I had always wanted to go there, and it was hard to get in. And so once I was able to contact the owner and talk to him, I decided I was going to go just with one or two people. And I said, well, I want to bring in some really good groups that I work with and see what we can cover in one night. And so that's when I invited everybody to come, and it was great. We had a good group of people, and we covered all the different buildings, and everybody took turns going into different buildings, so there was no contamination whatsoever, because we were all spread out. And we had a great time. I think that's one of the best investigations with multiple groups that I've ever put together. So I really enjoyed it.
Did you guys want to say something about that one?
Yes, I think that was one of the greatest gatherings of all the different groups.
That's right.
And one of the best investigations, like Mike said, it was so thorough, because we were able to, everybody just spread out throughout that the whole village is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Individual cabins for the different houses, and then the main store, which is that's like the heart of the whole operation, and then down by the river where the old factory was at. And it was just wonderful that so many disparate groups, we all just came together, and as like we're talking about with just Mike and Eddie, and the ones that we've done together. It's like when we come together, it's like we're all part of the same group. We're just like separate arms of it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Family. Yes, really. We captured so many things there that we didn't even share here tonight. I'm actually going to do an episode for Journey Through the Past on the Henry River Mill Village from that investigation weekend, because there was so much evidence captured, and so I want to make an episode for that one.
Neat. Now, Eddie, did you go on that one too?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Now,
my group went, and once, like I said at the very beginning of this whole show, this is proof positive. Michael Chiana has gotten a lot of people to work together from different groups, and we've made a lot of friendships in between groups and helped each other out getting investigations. And I wish that more groups could do stuff like that. But there's a lot of jealousies out there, a lot of problems, and people trying to one-upmanship on each other. And these guys, we just don't work that way. And look, there's a beautiful little dog.
Look at this baby. Look at this baby. What's his name? Hi, darling. Hi, darling. Are you into Ghost Investigator too?
Hey, Eddie didn't tell you. Eddie almost died at the Henry River Mill Village.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did you? Eddie, do tell us.
I don't know if Billy and James even know about that, because
you guys know?
Had set up I don't know. It was the second. No, that was right. It was the first time we went.
We only went one time, yeah.
We were there.
You went twice. Yeah.
We were there from like what, Friday night to Sunday.
Yeah, we investigated Saturday night.
Yeah.
So Saturday afternoon into about 12 o'clock at night, and then we all headed home Sunday.
Right, and then when I came home Sunday, the next day, which was Monday, I was off. I had taken it off of work, and I had my second heart attack. Because I had one in 2013 and that was around 2020, whatever. And I had my second heart attack and I died on the table at the big hospital in Raleigh.
Right.
And I think I had mentioned to you before, I did see the other side, which confirmed a lot of stuff that I believed in the first place about Jesus and all that stuff. Not trying to get religious on everybody, but I was already into that belief system anyway. And when they brought me back, and I was definitely dead because I asked the doctor and he said I was more than dead. They had to bring me all the way back. And so it was a life-changing experience, to say the least. And me and Michael had talked about it. And, you know, I went through weeks of recovery and all those things, and I got the stents and all that stuff and have been doing very well. And me and Michael talked about it, and he said, oh, my God, wonder if it had happened while we were there on the investigation, which would have been the night before.
That's right.
I might not have made it, because who knows how long it would have taken them to get there and get me to the hospital and all that, because it's a little entity to itself out there. You know, here at home, I was 20 miles from the hospital, and they came to pick me up.
Right, and these abandoned homes, they didn't, you know, this place is not renovated whatsoever.
Right.
And so to get into these buildings, like, we had to climb through windows.
Yeah.
And so if Eddie was in one of these abandoned buildings, and he had a heart attack, we wouldn't have known. There's no way we would have known.
I might have just gone on and never come back.
Oh my goodness. And then, oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about it. My mind is going all directions. So the first thing is I would absolutely, can we add a defibrillator to the tech, you know, equipment, for Pete's sake? Now, did you guys know this? I'm turning your mic back on. Because when you talk, it doesn't make the noise. It's so weird.
Did you know
Did you guys know about this?
Yeah, we eventually heard about it afterwards, but not as it was happening. But yeah, it was really scary. We were thankful that he was able to come back, because it's so just terrible.
Yeah.
And they did use the defibrillator on me, and they had to shock me back, and it burnt my taste buds really bad. So
oh my goodness.
I mean, I recommend using it to bring people back, but trust me, I couldn't taste a thing probably for 6 to 8 months. It was horrible.
I think Daniel Brinkley said the same thing, but he was electrocuted. I think he was hit, 3 times by lightning. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think it was 3 times he died and crossed over. So I can't let you go without asking you, how much did that change? Does it? You do seem very calm and very serene with things. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And it must be life-changing, because we're all in this, I think, in some ways, for that validation.
Yeah.
You know, so how has that changed you now as a paranormal observer, or how has it changed you coming back in your daily? Because I know it does. It's just easy.
It's really kind of hard to describe. Maybe I need to write a book about that.
Honey, I'll help. I'll be right there with you.
Well, it's like I said, I know everybody's got different beliefs, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with whatever anybody wants to believe. But what I believed, and the way I grew up, was extremely validated when I crossed over. And it made me come back with even more of a sense of I guess, joy and helpfulness. I was already kind of that way anyway. You can ask Michael.
Right.
But
right.
it just became more important for me to appreciate what I do have and the friendships and the family. And to know, I will tell you this, it made me, now I wouldn't say this about everybody because some people have bad experiences from what I've heard, but it took away about 50% the scare of death. I used to be very regular, like most people, where you're kind of scared of it. It really took about 50% or more away from me that I'm ready to go when the Lord takes me. It doesn't really
and a
affect me
calm
to.
and
It's
almost a validation of how important this is and the accountability of. I think the thing that got me the most was when I started to realize from getting messages from the other side and the whole ball of wax was basically, you know, you are accountable, but not just for your deeds, but for your thoughts. And it's not, it took me about 20 years to figure out what that meant. And it's not just, oh, I thought something bad. It's not that. So like you're supposed to be on a vibration where you don't even have those anymore.
Yeah.
And it's such an unachievable level of existence that we just keep reaching. We're almost like that guy in that commercial with the fishing pole and the dollar. Gotta be faster than that. Gotta be faster than that. And then when you realize that all we're supposed to do is try to be the best good humans we can be, because we're never going to be, you're never going to really grab that dollar, but the dollar's already, somebody's already got that dollar for you. All you have to do is be there, and that you're good to go. And I just love that. Now, did you bring anything back? Do you feel closer and more open to certain things? Are you do you have any abilities like, you know, like that?
I think I have had, because of growing up with ghosts when I was a child, which taught me a lot about, I didn't even realize I was learning, but I did. And I've been told by some people a long time ago, I have a spirit of discernment, which is the ability to kind of maybe understand some things or look into the things maybe a little more understanding and deeper than some people do. And I feel like I do. And I really care about people, and I care about their feelings, and I really want good for all people. And I love that. It's not going to happen because we don't live in a perfect world, but nothing wrong with me trying to help or feel good for those people. I mean, do what I can do.
Absolutely. And again, on this channel, I say it all the time, that one pinpoint of light washes out a whole lot of darkness. It doesn't take many of us to change that consciousness and that vibration and lift it up. And you can feel it when a lot of us all get together and you get in that room and that energy starts, you know, popping and everybody's excited, because not only because we're interested in the same things, but because we have a lot of that same energy. And I hope we get to see that soon, because you guys don't know, but we're headed that way. We've been saying it a long time, but my son just went and he just did something that's amazing. He bought him a home on wheels. So we're coming out there. We're going to be out there in a couple of weeks going on Gettysburg. And he's looking for, I said, look, we'll just go and you go try out different jobs. He's got time and he's looking for something specific. And I think it's wonderful. So I get to go ghost hunting with you guys. We're going to have so much fun because I'm going to be all in that area and to stay. We're going to be in that area to stay. So I get to hug on you next and all that good stuff. We get to go and let's experiment with some of this stuff. I want to go and look, and I want to get you guys back around Halloween. I want to do a round table ghost stories. I want you to bring the best ghost stories. We're going to do a round robin, and we're going to tell ghost stories right around, week before Halloween. And when I get to, we're going to be in Gettysburg campgrounds first. We're trying out a couple. We're going to hit one in Virginia, probably over there by Shenandoah Valley and all that. We're going to check out all in that area. Everything's still close right there. So when I get closer, I'll be able to let you guys know. We're going to do around a campfire. We're going to do podcasts around the campfire, telling ghost stories. If you want to write that book, Eddie, I'm right there for you, with you, honey. We'll do it. And enjoy this. Let's do history. And we're bringing metal detectors and everything else. We find it, we'll put it in a little thing, give it to the museum, or, let's just have all a ball and spread love and light and, just knowledge to these kids. I'd love to do something where we're training the youngins to come up, and maybe have a good attitude about ghost hunting history and stuff to do. So if anybody's interested in that, I'm going to be out there soon. So let's go around the table. What do you guys want to tell everybody before we get on out of here, Billy and James? So good to see your smiling faces.
Glad to see all of y'all. We missed it. Get back into it again.
Let's do it. Do it.
Again, investigate again, so we're ready to keep going.
Let's go. Let's do it. It'll be fun. I'll tell you, they've got a lot of good stuff up there too. I've been looking into Gettysburg. They've got cabins you can rent. Because here's the thing, you got to be sneaky now, because Gettysburg, believe it or not, has said that there are no ghosts in Gettysburg. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? So on the battlefield, I know.
Tell them to stop charging for all the tours, and anybody that goes ghost hunting, don't take the money for the hotels. How about that?
There you go. There you go. Because look, we're all in the same. We're all preaching to the choir here. Listen, paranormal and investigators have saved more historical spots.
That's right.
From getting torn down. That's a given. But on the battlefield itself, I guess the national battlefield, the federal part, said you cannot investigate, so you can't bring $10,000 fine. Can't bring equipment. And I'm thinking, I told Jim Wyrick when he told me that, I said, well, what are they going to do when I go walking through Devil's Den and a ghost wants to talk to me? Do I tell him he's got to give me 10 grand first? I said, that's not going to happen. I'm going to be talking to that soldier. But, a lot of that pushed out around. I'm sorry, what?
Maybe they just found a new way of penalizing us for our work. Just think how much money they can make with $10,000 fine.
Oh yeah, big time. So
like
they can't stop you from looking and talking and having your phone and stuff like that. I guess they just don't want a lot of equipment and things like that around. But the town is just as haunted as anything else, and all in that area.
The town is
the whole place is. Oh yeah.
Battlefield. I've had
without a doubt.
Capture more evidence in the town, in hotels and inns, than on the battlefield. So
yep. Well, that's where we're going to be staying. We're going to be out there in the woods in this beautiful big old RV and just enjoying it, and getting back to nature and all that stuff. And I'm looking forward to it, and seeing you guys again. And I've been called there for years. There's something about Gettysburg. So I'll tell you what. I don't know if you learned anything, Eddie, about reincarnation when you were over there. I know you had a short time, but I do know when you go over there, you get such quick downloads, so much information in such a short amount of time. And if you would ever like to talk to it with somebody, I would love to talk to you. So please call me, and we'll just have a cup of tea and we'll talk it through. And I know it's so private too, so I will never push you to write a book or anything like that. I'm interested in your heart right now, and given somebody that you can talk to that's kind of sort of going to understand a little bit about what you're saying, and we don't have to tell anybody else. There's nobody else here but us. Okay.
Well,
so we'll do that. You call me when you're ready. I love you all. Tell me what you got, Mike.
Yeah. You can watch the interview that me and Eddie did on near-death experience, which is on my Journey Through the Past TV channel. And so please watch it. And Eddie shares everything that happened to him. And, he really wants the public to know what he experienced. And fantastic. And again, when you're talking to somebody who has no idea, I don't want to watch it before I talk to you. I maybe watch it after, because I want what you tell me. I want to read the energy on what you're telling me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But and kind of pure. So like, I don't want to know the house I'm going to. I just want to show up and feel what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, we are a little experiment there. Guys, I have a question here for all of you. I wanted to touch on that before we go. What about the orbs in a picture? Not actually witnessing one. I took my dog's box of ashes to Isle of Palms last month and did photos. This was the first summer in 10 years he wasn't with me. I guess she got a picture of an orb. Okay, she repeated it twice, so I don't know if there's more to that story, but I think that's absolutely valid. If you didn't see it and it showed up in a picture, what do you guys think? Billy, James, what do you think?
I'm a believer in the orbs. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a situation like that. Again, Not that the dog is stuck there, not that the dog is hanging out there. The dog probably came with you, honey, because you're connected to the love and you were thinking of that dog and that was his energy. That would be my guess. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty much. Yep. And I know Michael and I have talked many a time about sometimes you bring the ghost with you. So just because you get an EVP in a house doesn't mean that the ghost can go. So there's so many levels to this. Just when you think you've got it figured out, there's 150 more questions. And I'll tell you what, I know who to come to. I know who to come to when I got questions like that. Go ahead, sweetheart.
I did want to say something. Thank you so much for having us on your show. And to the people that are listening and or watching, thank you for the questions and just watching and listening to us. And by the way, Billy and James, make sure you get up with Michael so the 4 of us or 5 or 6 of us can all go out to eat and kind of hang out and plan some investigations in the near future.
Sure.
Totally agree. I've been wanting the same.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And maybe I'll be there by then too. And I'll be right in the middle of the whole thing. It'll be so much fun. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I think that we're going to get a lot. I've got this thing. It's not really an experiment, but I think something about a campfire, especially we're in Gettysburg, we're in the battlefield, we're, these campgrounds, there's a lot of, we're going to be wintering. So we had to pick battlefields that, stay open, RV parks that stay open in the winter. And there's several around. Yeah. There's a couple up there toward North Carolina and all around West Virginia and, all around in that area. It's just prevalent with them. And to have a campfire out there, I'm going to do a live podcast where I'm reading my chapter on Gettysburg and then have people watching behind. And I'll tell you what, if they show up, we'll see if I can't get, some communication with them at least. I think over time, if you're in the one spot, they get familiar with you and your energy. And I think a lot of the more intelligent ones, the ones that really can communicate, are actually staying by. And they'll usually, I don't know if you guys feel this or not, but usually you'll have a 1 or 2 intelligent ones and they'll have like 10 or 15 with them that they're just keeping an eye on the energy, and it kind of goes with them because they don't want to leave them behind. So usually if you can get one to go into the light and get all the energy one together, they go so fast. And you could do that in Gettysburg. You could do that every hour on the hour. I mean, if they cooperated, there's so many there, and not just from the battle, but from the towns and the years and multiple things happening. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight. So good to see you. Looking good, both of y'all. Just scoundrels, you.
Everybody.
I love you. Thanks for dealing with all of the tech issues and the mashing of the buttons and everything. Thanks for hanging in there because it was lovely having you. Eddie, I'm so glad you're doing fine, darling. Please, I'm serious about the phone call. Text me, email me, and we'll pick a time that you're comfortable with. And I'd just love to talk to you about it. And Michael, I love you so much. Thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for keeping integrity in the paranormal.
Great seeing everyone.
And keeping the history alive. I think it's so important, not just for us and our heritage and our understanding and our, the reason we do it, but for the kids coming up. They've been so robbed from so much of this information. And I think it's important we keep it going. All right. Listen, everybody, thank you so much in the chat. Go follow these wonderful people. And on each of their individual channels, it will be in the description. And I hope you have a lovely night. Here's a little spooky blues from the wonderful band Rusty Lillywhite and Spooky Blues. Good night, everybody. I love you guys so much. Good night, everybody. Good night.
In the dead of night, when the shadows creep, I hear a whisper calling from the depths of sleep. An old guitar strumming a lonesome tune, echoes of the past beneath the silver moon. Footsteps in the hallway, shadows on the wall. I reach for the light, but it flickers and falls. Lost souls in the twilight, dancing on the breeze. They sing their haunting melody, bring me to my knees. Oh, the spooky blues, they charm the air. Ghostly harmonies floating everywhere. presence in the corner, a shadow in the view. There's laughter in the silence, whispers in the dark, engulfed by the memories that leave an endless mark. Old wooden floorboards creak beneath my stride. I dance with the echoes of the ones who've died. In each corner of this room, their spirits seem to play. As the haunting blues follow, they won't fade away. Oh, the spooky blues, they charm the air. Ghostly harmonies floating everywhere. With every note, a story unfolds of hearts long lost and secrets never told. They reach for my spirit, try to break through, haunting me softly with the spooky blues. Candles flicker low, shadows dance on the wall. I hear the voices of the lost, I can almost hear them call. Every strum of the guitar feels like a ghostly breath, a melody of life intertwined with death. I delve into the echoes, searching for a sign. The love that was forgotten still ties us through time. Through the door, a figure stands, pale as the night, with eyes like burning embers, pulling me to the light. In this haunting moment, I don't wanna let go, caught up in their embrace, and the music's flow. We're dancing through the ages, waltzing in the dusk. Their whispers fill the air like a bittersweet musk. With every note I play, I feel the spirits near. In the melody of hauntings, I confront my fear. So as the night winds down and the shadows start to fade, I hold on to those echoes in the dusk they've made.